Meet sailing yacht Avanti and her crew, Gerard and Jacqueline. We left Cape Town in December 2021 on our floating home, heading west on an adventure of a lifetime around the world. Visas for Indonesia is complicated for everyone, not just us South Africans. And instead of paying another $130 to renew our 6-month visa, we are rather opting to fly to Kuala Lumpur and go spend a few days away before coming back and getting a new visa on arrival for only about $40. Kuala Lumpur is home to millions of people, but somehow the city was quieter than the Indonesian cities. Maybe it's due to less motorbikes.
We just made the train, so it runs every half an hour to the Batu caves, and we managed to jump on the one that was waiting.
It's so empty, there's no one here.
Even though we left our hostel in the dark on an empty train just after sunrise, there was already hundreds, if not thousands, of people at the caves. While all the stalls were still closed, I shudder to think how many people come here later in the day.
How did they find their shoes again?
But it is well worth it. The entrance is incredibly beautiful, with the large statue welcoming you to its gold lorry, which stands tall next to the colorful painted stairs.
The Murangan statue stands 42.7 meters tall, the tallest in Malaysia, with 350 tons of steel bars, 1,550 cubic meters of concrete, and 300 liters of gold paint.
The caves are free to enter and is one of the most famous Hindu shrines outside of India. The main cave was much larger than we expected, and we walked around for a while before heading back down before it got too hot. Late afternoon, we joined a food tour of Kuala Lumpur Centre, starting off with some fruits and walking through the local street market. Food is a big part of Malaysian culture, and with so many different cultures living here, it's no surprise. I love trying to make local foods, and learning how to make roti was definitely a highlight for me.
Malaysian rotis are stretched and flipped until it's a thin pancake and folded before being cooked, creating a lighter dough than what we used to in Cape Town. This is normally had with the local tea and condensed milk mixture, which is poured from one cup to another to cool it down. The roti and tea are accompanied by 3 curries: fish, dal and chicken.
This jelly is what's called chendol. But now the drink itself is called chendol because of the jelly. Alright? Sweet corn. The white stuff you have here is coconut milk. You can see the shaped eyes. You see right smack in the middle. See the brown stuff? That is the palm sugar.
Oh yeah, okay.
Alright, so you've got to like stir it well until the whole drink changes color to very light brownish color, not white anymore. Okay?
The refreshing icy chendol was a great cool down treat in the heat, but it was followed by our first durian tasting, the stinky fruit that many hotels ask you not to bring inside.
Focus is on Gerard now, right? Everybody? It's not that bad.
It's got a
And you
good
see, that's what he's
poker
going to
face.
say.
I think it's a poker face.
Oh, it's not bad.
See? What did I tell you all?
Okay, I'm gonna try
It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's not bad. It reminds me of something. Garlic, maybe?
Yeah?
Yeah, garlic.
Yeah, it's a bit garlicky, but it's also not really garlicky. Yes. She's not bad.
Not a fan.
We continued walking and eating our way through the streets, from sweet green coconut rice treats to a fish dish that tasted like South African red roe fish bread to me.
So it tastes like a little bit of this peanut sauce in there and a little bit fishy, but peanut's good.
The next morning we were up early again and on our way to the bus station. For only 38 ringgit we took the luxury bus to Penang Island, which is about a 4.5 hour drive away.
Traveling by bus in Malaysia is well organized, comfortable and very affordable.
My lazy boy.
We were surprised to see how integrated Muslims, Buddhists, Hindu and Western people lived here on this small island.
It's early morning in Penang and the streets are still quiet. I'm on my way to the clan jetties first.
To see how the trading Chinese families lived. This jetty is still home to 600 people, and as their families grow, so will the jetty. Georgetown is the old centre of Penang. It's also crowned a World Heritage Site, and it is littered with wall murals telling all sorts of stories. Finding them became a fun, free activity that kept me busy for hours.
Our last stop was going to be the largest Buddhist temple in Malaysia, the Kek Lok Si Temple, home to a turtle that is over 100 years old and his 500 friends. The turtle pond is a little bit overpopulated due to Buddhists releasing turtles here as a traditional sign of compassion and repentance. This temple is also an important pilgrimage center for Buddhists from Hong Kong, Philippines, Singapore and some other parts of Southeast Asia.
Chinese New Year's was only a few days away while we were visiting the temple, so it was all dressed up and ready for the coming celebrations.
The biggest Buddhist temple in Malaysia was actually very cool, and it's basically for free to go in. You just have to pay for the vernacular. And the weird thing is, while you walk through the temple, you hear the guy with his chants from the nearest mosque as well. So it's extremely diverse here in Malaysia, lots of cultures and religions all over.
Next week, we hop back to Indonesia and go on an adventure of a lifetime to try and find wild orangutans. If you liked this week's episode, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and we're looking forward to any questions you might have in the comments. A special thank you to all our Patreons, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.